A gossip story, two jokers discussing woke. This is a fictional tale about two bright and sincere young men who have a strong love for America. They represent countless Americans who are worried about the chaotic state of the country. They have inspired me to write this humorous story for all to contemplate. This is a work of fiction. Any resemblance to real people is coincidental. You have listened to part 1 and 2. Today, I invite you to listen to final part of a gossip story, two jokers discussing woke.
Alan smiled arrogantly. You're sarcastic about Mr. Scarecrow winning the election. Write a book and expose old mummy's crimes, denounce China's virus conspiracy, and condemn vax manufacturers. You still dare to expose the group of Argy Party about J6, how they raided Mar-a-Lago, and let the district attorneys, judges, and courts harm Mr. Trump. Everyone saw it, but few media wrote about it. Only your mouth is sharp as a razor. You say true. They want to destroy your life and your career. But in this country, they don't know who is the strongest. I laugh at what I see. We don't know when the Dark Empire will really woke. Cash clicked his tongue a few times and then laughed loudly. They use good words. Everything is global. Toilets are also celebrated for Globalization November 19th, 2023, World Toilet Day. The world has witnessed a global pandemic and two fierce wars between Russia-Ukraine and Israel-Hamas. Since the day I left the Wolfless station, I felt more comfortable. I can do whatever I want. I feel happier, and they are afraid of me. Recently, Mafia sent terrorists to assassinate Mr. Trump. I heard they're all real assassins. That's terrible, Alan said. Trump is a mortal enemy of RE Party and the Dark Empire BLM. They assassinated him many times without success. And I clearly stated that if I died, I wouldn't be committed suicide but because they murdered me. Think about it. Godfather recently invested $1 million in my company even though I cursed him. The smell of money can tempt even the devil. Cask suddenly asked, why did you spend $44 billion to buy Fire One? It seems very expensive, Alan replied. Fire One is a treasure trove of data stored as electronic records. It contains valuable information that can be used to expose corrupt politicians in the United States. In today's chaotic era, where the media cannot always be trusted, it is crucial to have access to reliable information. Social networking sites such as Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, email, and cell phones are now primary sources of information. They contain important documents and data that can reveal the truth behind those who stifle free speech. I bought Fire One to uncover the secrets of dishonest people and make a profit. I want to find out who is behind the suppression of free speech and who is paying for it. I also want to remove many of the corrupt leaders who control Fire One to prevent them from causing any more harm, Cash said. I agree with you. Thank you for bringing this up. When the data from Fire One was released, Speaker McCartney assigned me to disclose the J6 case on Wolf News. More than 1,000 people have been unjustly imprisoned and are still being prosecuted. However, Mr. McCartney was too scared and weak to continue the show. As a result, he lost his position as Speaker of the House of Representatives, and the Republican Party elected a new Speaker, McClintock. McClintock's release of 41,000 hours of footage showed the entire J6 incident and exposed the old witch and her gang. Alan laughed loudly. Yes, he wants Americans to understand what is happening in J6 2021. Rats are liars. It was all lies. Let us leave that aside and talk about the packages of drugs Ghost brought in or some invisible person brought them into the White House. It is hilarious. Did you hear me talk about that? I heard they said about J6 from 2021, I am still laughing. Both burst into loud laughter. Cash waited for Alan to stop laughing and then scoffed. I appeared at the meeting in Florida on Friday and was talking about the various scandals and dirt of the Scarecrow and his son and the radical left when someone in the audience shouted, "Coke in the White House." Oh my God! A crowd of people mocked the story about cocaine appearing at the White House. I must answer bluntly, I don't know what. It's just a mystery to me. The crowd laughed. No one was more shocked than I was. Are you serious? In White House, somebody left an 8-ball of cocaine in a public. I just don't believe it. It's a setup. Cash burst out laughing and continued to tell Alan. When I said that, everyone laughed loudly and cursed Scarecrow and his son. Hey, Alan. Do you believe that they can't investigate who did it? What's the point? Alan mentioned. The authorities' FBI was unable to locate the person responsible for planting pipe bombs in 2 R&D centers on J05, 2021. According to Alan, the FBI was able to track the culprit's location outside the buildings but lost track as soon as they approached the centers. Alan suspects that the person may have crawled into the buildings or used some sort of invisibility. Recently, Gray Leopard, the director of the FBI, testified in Congress, and irrespective of the questions asked by the congresspeople, he failed to provide a proper answer. When asked about the incident involving the pipe bombs and a person who plants bombs, Gray Leopard avoided answering the question. On the other hand, I believe that the culprit was a woman because of the stylish shoes seen in the photo. Cash let out another laugh. Maybe this person is half male and half female, he said. I heard the director of the FBI testify to the nation. It was truly humiliating. Alan said, I wonder how many corrupt politicians feel humiliated. If the whole society has ignored the law, morals, and so no one can laugh at anyone. It's just you and I laughing together today. I'm so busy right now. When you're free, call me, or let's go drinking and laugh and talk together. I will definitely celebrate whoever wins the fight between you and the owner of Facebook. However, I am a bit concerned about Mr. Trump. Why are you worried? Alan asked Cash. After pondering for a few minutes, Cash replied, In today's world, U.S. elections have become like video games. The computer programming is already set up, and all it takes is a press of a button to get the desired results. With nearly 50 million illegal immigrants pouring into the United States in recent years and being granted driver's licenses, it's easy to understand who they will vote for in 2024. If the American people don't wake up, Trump will never win, Alan told Cash. You are so pessimistic. If you want Mr. Trump to win the election, go give a speech. You should use your eloquence and wise mind to talk about the truths that the public needs to know. Cash responded to Alan's statement by saying, I don't consider myself a pessimist, but what I'm about to say is based on my observation and feelings. Having worked in the media for 27 years, I have gained a lot of experience. Despite disagreeing with Mr. Trump on few certain issues, I have decided to support him in the election. I believe he is a bright star who can save America. I also hold truth, righteousness, and justice in high regard. Cash stopped a few moments and said, Alan, you are a superhero. You helped Ukraine, and now you try to help America. I like you so much. Alan was deeply moved by Cash's sincere words, and he happily replied, Thank you for your kind words. But please don't flatter me too much. I'm afraid of being misled. Cash reassured him, saying, Don't worry, I won't deceive you. I'll even give you some honey-mixed Coke that will surely make you feel euphoric and forget all your worries. Alan said, Now, I have many troubles because the tyrant king and far left are seeking revenge on me for not joining the crooks. Their laughter filled the air, dispelling the darkness covering the United States and opening a bright future for everyone.